Good afternoon. Here we are, back with a video. It has been a long time since I posted, and I know that every time I do post, I say I'm going to post more. I'd like to make this a more regular thing, but you know, if y'all don't believe me, I get it. I think I haven't posted a video in probably about a month, but YouTube's gaining a bit more traction, more than the other platforms at least. So to the 134 you subscribed and the 17 you watched the last video, thank you, but gotta get those numbers up there. And I want to be making more videos that aren't just me sitting in my car with whatever extended thought I have the day. I want it to be more, you know, day in the life, things I'm doing, workouts, meals, etc. So we're setting up the house right now. This is where we're going to be renting for the next few months. And there's no fucking food in the fridge. The past couple meals, pretty much been scraping by with whatever protein I can find, but as you can see, there's nothing. We got some eggs. That is about it. But here's the house. Got the kitchen. Boom. Bedroom. Bam. Bathroom. And a little living room. It's the dog. What's up, Charlie? But yeah, we're gonna make a list. We're gonna head to the grocery store and stock up on the food for the week. All right, we're off. I usually shop at Trader Joe's. It's up in Warwick. It's about 35 minutes from my house, which isn't far, but I'm not trying to drive all the way up there right now because I would like to get back and make dinner. So we're going to Stop and Shop. There's another grocery store by me called Shaw's, but every fucking time I go there, the meat is always bad. Every single time I buy meat from there, I open it up and it's bad. The next day, tragic. So Stop and Shop it is. All right, we are off. We usually shop at Trader Joe's, which is about 35 minutes from my house, but I'm starving and I don't feel like driving a full hour for groceries. So we're going to Stop and Shop. I've gone to Shaw's before, which is another little shop near my house, but every time I fucking go there, the meat is bad. I buy it and the next day I open it up, terrible. Can't eat it. I have to go back and show them a picture and tell them how bad it smelled. Then they give me a fucking store credit. Stupid. So we're not going to Shaw's, we're going to Stop and Shop. Tell you, summer's coming to an end. And obviously a lot of people are sad. People hate when the weather turns cold and they can't, you know, they gotta go back to school and the beaches are closed. You know, it's not hot enough to go anymore. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I am, not glad summer's ending, but you have to enjoy each season, and not just for the weather and, you know, whatever holiday that season brings, but for me, the seasons almost dictate the amount of locked in. Obviously, I believe that my level of locked in and staying focused and staying successful is above most, but, you know, in the summer, you tend to let loose a little bit. You know, maybe your bedtime isn't as strict, or you're going out a little bit more than you would in the winter. And you're still getting stuff done, but to a different standard. And then once it's fall, you know, it's time to get back to work. Time to grind, time to put your focus where it really matters. That's why having a purpose and having a actual goal and things that you want to accomplish is so huge, because you see the bigger, you know, the bigger task at hand, and you see the benefit of locking in for a longer period of time versus if you're in school, it's a drag, right? If you have work, it's like, oh, I have to go to this place. I have to do these things. But when you're building something for yourself and you see the success, you know, not just for yourself, but for your future self and what it means to put the work in now to see the benefit later, it makes the process a hell of a lot more enjoyable. I mean, granted, it still sucks, you know, working with no reward and staying disciplined when no one's watching and no one's congratulating you. But if you have the belief that it's for a higher benefit, and if you stay locked in long enough that you'll see the results, then it almost helps you sleep at night, knowing you're doing the right thing, even if, you know, no one's congratulating you in the moment. All right, we made it. We're here. Let's go. Low prices, great foods. I fucking hope so. All right, here we go. Here we go. Gotta check the list first. Ah, shit. Crap. I kind of forgot what I already had at my house. I'm not trying to buy duplicates. I definitely should have made my list more descriptive. That will work with that. Let's go. Alright, we need some lemons. You already know electrolytes every single day. Sea salt, lemon water. Find a nice bag here. Boom. We need some fruit. Boom. Got some avocados. We're gonna make some tacos at some point. Gotta get some ground beef. And bananas. Then we'll get some protein. There we go. Boom. Filming in public has to be one of the weirdest things to get used to. Like talking to the camera and then people look at your cart. And there's a phone sitting in there and I got a microphone on. Like I'm getting some crazy looks. But it's alright. Uh-oh. This is the dangerous aisle. This is where we get lost. No, I'm just kidding. We're locked in, but these are my kryptonite. Tomato, basil, wheat thins. Only 5 grams of fat, 21 grams of carbs. It is a good carb source if you eat them in moderation. So, boom. Ground beef, 20% lean, 80% lean, 20% fat. Unfortunately, they did not have 93.7, but you know, we take what we can get. We got 2 packs of organic chicken thighs. You got to go organic with the proteins. There's certain things you can be leaning on. My mom, she goes everything organic, 100%. Obviously, if money was not an object, then I would be eating that way, but it is expensive. So, you know, there are certain staples that you get organic, but some things you can be a little bit lenient on. All right, we got to get some Greek yogurt. Right there. 0 fat, 18 grams of protein, 100 calories. 2 of those. Boom, whole milk. What else do we need? I am getting the craziest looks. Maybe it's in my head, but probably not. It also feels odd because I am in my like hometown, home city, so the chances of running into someone you know, beyond. Alright, I got some organic salsa. I hate this thing. What is this thing? Most useless thing in the world. How much money went into that? For nothing. Alright. I hate self-checkout, but the one reason I do it, ready?
Scan your Stop and Shop card now.
I don't have a Stop and Shop card. Ready? 102.
Scan coupon now.
Oh, we only saved $1, but if there are more deals, you get hella money on. Life hack.
100.
My apologies. I was definitely talking mad quiet. so fucking weird filming in public like that. That's a fear I gotta get over though. Because we face our fears head on. I should have been screaming obnoxiously about all the macros I was seeing on my food in and out of my shopping cart. Yeah, I should have, should get more comfortable with that. That was a first. You know, the gym is one thing. Talking in front of a camera is one thing. It's definitely gotten easier just to talk in front of a camera, but to have people around you looking at you like you're fucking crazy, I just gotta get more used to that, and that's okay. Got a good haul. It was only like $100. That should get us through the week, if not maybe a little bit into the next week. Yeah, as I said, we have good carbs back at the house, so we're definitely not, we are not lost. We'll be hitting the macros day and night. Not a problem in sight. Oh, I forgot to get frozen stuff. That's okay. For my shakes, I throw some kind of frozen vegetable in there. But I do have some vegetables in the fridge I'll probably chop up and freeze. Anyway, thank you all for watching. We're going to go home and unpack it. And as I said, I'd like to do more videos like this in the future. Maybe 1 to 2 a week if I can. You know, without a full script or idea. Kind of just going through the motions of life here. What's on the mind, what's in the world, what goals we're attacking, what groceries we're getting, how quietly we're talking at the grocery store. Alright, jeez. This guy's beeping at me because it's green. Anyway, yeah, thank you all for watching. Drop a follow, drop a like. And I say this in every video, but if you have a topic that you want me to go over, I do go very deep into mindset and fitness. That is my goal. That is what I preach to the world and what my service is at the end of the day. I try to make everyone as strong mentally and physically as possible. So if you have a topic, if you have a question, fitness, mindset, whatever it is, drop it in the comments and we can go over it. All right. Have a good one, everybody.